Well, welcome to the 700 Club. Congressional leaders standing with the Jewish people against rising anti-Semitism. They lit a menorah to commemorate Hanukkah at the U.S. Capitol yesterday.
Well, negotiations to free the captives in Gaza are ongoing. Hostage families are urging Israel's leaders against any deal that doesn't release all of them at once. Paul Strand reports.
Some sources say a deal to free the hostages in Gaza is closer than ever and could be reached within a month. But others believe talk of an imminent deal is exaggerated. The main sticking point? Hamas fears that if it releases the hostages before the war is permanently ended, Israel will then wipe out the terror group. Hamas reportedly proposes releasing a few hostages at a time as long as the ceasefire keeps getting extended. The notion of a deal that doesn't free all the hostages at once infuriates former captives and family members of those who remain in Gaza.
Bring the hostage home. No wars, no promise. Only action. Bring them back. All of them.
I know exactly what the hostages are going through. I saw it. I experienced it. A partial deal will be a stain on the heart of our society for generations.
On the Syrian front, Israel continues to take action to secure its borders. During a visit to Mount Hermon, Israel's Prime Minister declared IDF troops will stay in this buffer zone on the Syrian side of the strategic Golan Heights to guarantee the recent jihadist takeover of Syria doesn't spill over into the Jewish nation.
It's important for Israel's security, which has only been reinforced in recent years, and especially in recent weeks, with the dramatic events taking place here below us in Syria. We will determine the best arrangement that will ensure our security.
Israel's deputy foreign minister is explaining why Israeli jets have struck well over 300 Syrian military targets since rebels took over.
To make sure that terrorist organizations don't have access to highly sophisticated weapons, ballistic missiles, including chemical weapons as well.
In the U.S., leaders of Congress showed solidarity with the Jewish people Tuesday by lighting a menorah to commemorate Hanukkah. The Jewish holiday commemorates the miracle of God keeping a flame lit many days when there was only enough oil for a few hours. In a year of rising anti-Semitism, the flame gives hope.
We all know that 2024 was a very difficult year for Jewish Americans.
And amid a rise in anti-Semitic attacks at home and abroad, we need to keep the flame of hope burning brighter, greater, more than ever.
We believe the light of truth always overcomes the darkness of terror.
We will continue to reiterate with moral clarity that anti-Semitism in any way, shape, or form is unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American.
The leaders lit the flame with Rabbi Levi Shem Tov, affectionately known as the Rabbi of Capitol Hill. Paul Strand, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, now more than ever, we need to stand with the Jewish people, and we need to see this through to victory. We're on the verge of an incredible breakthrough in the Middle East. At the same time, it's also an opportunity for extremists to come into any kind of power vacuum. So we need to be very wary of developments in Syria. That group that is emerging to lead that country is an offshoot of ISIS. And they have no qualms in saying their goal is Jerusalem. They want to take over Jerusalem. And right here in America, we need to be aware of rising anti-Semitism. George Mason University, right here in Virginia, suspended students who are involved in Justice for Palestine. And what they found in their rooms were weapons. These things are absolutely incredible, that students would be advocating for the destruction of the Jewish state and have weapons associated with that. We need to absolutely take a stand, not on our watch. You don't get to do that in Israel, and you certainly don't get to do it right here in the United States.